yeah, if you think you're going to do it in your own strength, then you know what? Yeah, you can do it.
COVID, it's been helping people move their businesses from offline or brick and mortar to online.
Systems are more important than skills as an entrepreneur today.
It's totally okay to reinvent yourself multiple times, especially when you're an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Profitable Coaching Conversations with Wendy Y. Bailey. If you're a coach, speaker, or industry expert, you're in the right place for sales and marketing wisdom and insight to grow your coaching business. Now, here's your host, Income Acceleration Mentor, Wendy Y. Bailey.
Hi, everyone, and welcome again to Profitable Coaching Conversations. I'm really tickled to introduce you to our guest for this episode. Victoria Buckmann is a 30-year veteran in sales success. She's been in her business for 12 years. And I love talking with people who also are in sales because we're kind of kindred spirits. The difference between what I do and what Victoria does, we're going to learn more about that, but she really creates what she calls mindful magic as it relates to sales. So welcome, Victoria.
Thank you, Wendy Y. So great to be here.
Yeah. So let's just jump in, shall we?
Yes, let's.
Okay, so tell me about what you do and what this mindful magic is and this energy of sales. What is that all about for you?
Well, you know, there's all these women out there right now who have these skills, this genius, these talents that are actually changing people's lives and changing the world.
Yeah.
And often they think of themselves as, oh, I'm not in sales, or I don't like sales, or I don't know where to start. So I help them reframe what they believe about sales so that they can go out and get their gifts, their genius out into the world and make this ripple effect that we need right now, right? So, I help them formulate a new mindset around sales that actually changes everything.
Yeah, you've got to be in the right mindset. You know, my personal mantra is mindset is everything. So whatever it is, the mindset has to be a certain place for you to do it successfully. What do you find is the block that women who come to you have about it? You know, is it a fear of sales? Is it lacking a skill around sales? What is it that really creates the block that you end up helping them with?
Well, you kind of hit it right on the head. It's a combination of things. But really, if you dig down a little deeper, it starts out with the fear of rejection or not knowing what to say, or sometimes the fear of asking for money. But it all boils down to we were taught, we were conditioned, we were programmed to think that sales is slimy, pushy, salesy. We think of used car salesmen.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, we think of the people that used to call, not used to, they still do, on the phone at dinner time. So we've actually been given a conditioned response that's deep in our body. And that shows up in different ways for different people, but it stops them in their tracks.
Yeah. And I know you specifically work with women. And what do you see as the difference between the work you do with women versus men who are in sales? I kind of have an idea, you know, but I want to hear from you.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your idea too. So we'll share. Men are not afraid to ask for what they want, right?
Yeah.
And they're a little forward about it.
Yep.
And women, we are givers. We want to give. We want to help people, and we put ourselves last. So we tend to give to others and help them without having it be reciprocal.
Yeah. I think for men, and this is my theory, men are really groomed over their lifetimes to play team sports. So that forward way of approaching anything and everything is there because of that. That's my theory. And
Yes.
I also think that we as women, yeah, we're givers. Even if we're in team sports growing up, it's different because the team sports are more about camaraderie and, you know, connection than it is about competition necessarily, you know.
Yeah.
So we're kind of ingrained to just be nice and not feel like it's the right thing to ask for the sale or to engage in a sales conversation in a particular way. So yeah, definitely. So when you help women shift in its mindset and its energy, what are some of the things that women are able to do on the other side of working with you around this reframe that you talk about?
The most powerful thing that happens is when they change a belief, a lot of things change, and they understand that, oh, I can just be more authentic and be myself. That lets go of this fear of rejection. They realize that they have these superpowers inside of them, that they're already there, that once they become aware of them, they relax, and it gives them permission to share in a different way. So everything, and the funny thing is once you change something around sales, everything in your life changes.
Yeah, it's a major shift in not just what you believe about selling, but about what you believe about yourself too. Yeah.
Exactly, who you believe that you are, and what you know, I call them superpowers or genius gifts, what gifts that you already have that we tend not to acknowledge or own. Yeah.
Really good. You're speaking my language, Victoria. I love it. I totally love it. So tell us what brought you to do the work that you do today. I said in your introduction that you've had more than 30 years of sales success. And I believe personally that everything you've ever done in your life prepares you for what you do today. And I'm sure that applies to you, but tell us about your journey a little bit to get to this place where you are so intuitive and really so tuned in to how to support women in sales.
It's been an interesting journey for sure. We were talking earlier about, I started at 7 years old with everybody was outside playing, you know, frisbee and riding their bikes. And I was in the house setting up a table and cans of soup, because we ate cans of soup out of a can in those days, and a cash register. And I was trying to find somebody to come play store with me, which I wasn't always that successful at it. So I kind of migrated to I had the most beautiful Barbie doll clothes that I made, custom made. So all my friends all of a sudden wanted these custom Barbie doll clothes. So I started taking orders and I'd make them and I'd sell them. And I had so many different sales jobs over my lifetime where I was trained to sell in a certain way, and it just did not feel good. So I had to come up with my own method. And that's what I did. I created the SALES, the Sales Magic Method. And when I was truly successful in corporate America, I was in a $50,000 a year job if you were at 100% of your quota, and I was making $250,000. What that did was, I was a single mom. It allowed me to have the freedom to get up and go take care of my son when he fell and skinned his knee. It allowed me to go and buy a house. So I am so passionate about helping women not only get their great gifts out into the world, but to give them the life and the freedom that they truly want. And that's my passion, and that's why I do this work. Yeah.
I love the journey you've been on. It's funny because when you said that before we started the recording that you've been selling since you were 7 years old, I thought you were kidding. Like, I had no idea that you actually seriously set up shop to sell something at the age of 7. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll jump into our profitable wisdom segment.
Awesome.
Hi
everyone, Wendy Y here, and I want to extend a personal invitation to you to join the Profitable Coaching Society. It's a growing community of more than 300 coaches, speakers, industry leaders, marketplace influencers, and emerging thought leaders who look, sound, and have businesses just like you. Over in the society, we are talking all things sales and marketing. We're talking personal development. We're talking professional development. And my goal in creating this community is to make sure you have a place where you can come and get sales and marketing support, coaching, tips, strategies, and you also have an opportunity to network with others in the community. So be sure to join me at profitablecoachingsociety.com. That's profitablecoachingsociety.com, and I'll see you over there. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Hi, I'm Victoria Buckmann, and you're tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. So please like, comment, review, and subscribe so that you're notified when the next fabulous episode goes live.
Hey everybody, this is Steve Fredland, and you are tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with the great Wendy Y. Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so that you are notified when the next episode goes live.
Hi, I'm Millette Jones, and you're tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so you're notified when the next episode goes live.
Welcome back. We're talking with Victoria Buckmann, who is an intuitive business coach and a 30-plus year veteran in sales. She's got her own mindful magic as it relates to supporting women. We're going to jump right down to the profitable wisdom segment. So, Victoria, the first question, and these are questions I ask every single guest, because I believe that there's something that you can share that will support our audience in a big way. So, who has had the greatest influence on you in your life?
I would have to say the person that has the greatest influence on me has been my husband. And he has this incredible story. I'll tell you the short version. Okay. But it's his story that kind of inspired the mindful magic. So my husband was an elite gymnast in his 20s, and he was doing a vault that only three people in the world were doing. And one day in practice, he took off on the wrong foot and landed on his head from 8.5 feet in the air. And he instantly became a quadriplegic.
Wow.
And all the doctors and experts told him, you're not responding to any of the treatments. You're going to be paralyzed for the rest of your life. And he made a decision. He used the mindful magic that I talk about. He made a decision and said, no, that's not the plan for my life. I am going to heal myself. And through visualization and imagination and, determination, he used the subconscious mind. I don't think he knew at the time, but he used the subconscious mind to heal himself. It took 3 years. He went back, did the vault that broke his neck, and then he created a program that was so successful, he was asked to be on the USA coaching staff and traveled around the world with the USA team. Wow. So that mindful magic, the power of your mind, anything is possible. If he can heal himself from being paralyzed, a physical thing, how can we as women use the power of our mind to create all the things that we want to create? Yeah. That's what excites me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a powerful influence. I love it. I love it. So what's the best business advice that you've ever received?
I think the best business advice that I ever received was I was afraid to step out and start doing some things that I really, really wanted to do. I kept saying, I need to be prepared. I need to do this. I need to have that. I need to have a website.
If only I had this certification. If only I had this degree. If only I knew. Yeah.
Yes. And I was told by a mentor, just take the first step and get started. And I jumped in, probably shaking in my boots a little bit.
Yeah.
And what happens, this is where your intuitive mind shows up. This is also the mindful magic. You take a tiny first step, and then all of a sudden the next step shows up, and then the next step, and some coincidence happens, and you get connected to somebody, and then next thing you know, it's all working out.
Yeah. You know, whenever I think of that, and I don't call it mindful magic, I call it a leap of faith when I'm coaching my clients. And the thing that I always think about, I'm a movie buff, and I think of the second or third movie of the Indiana Jones franchise. It's the one where Sean Connery is his dad, and he has spent his life, his dad has spent his life researching to find the Holy Grail, the cup that Jesus Christ drank out of it at the Last Supper. And there's a scene where they are in the place, they're in this cavern, and Indiana Jones is following the notes from his father's book, and he has to do this faithfully based on his archaeological mind and his father's notes and everything to get through these booby traps. And he comes across this huge cavern. I mean, like it looks like you go straight down and you can't see anything. And in the notes, it says, you have to take a leap of faith. And when he takes a leap of faith, when he steps out, turns out there's a ledge, a pathway to get to the other side of the cavern. And to me, that's kind of what you're describing. You have to take that first step and know that it's going to be okay. It's a leap of faith. It is when the universe conspires to support you in a way that continues to move you forward. I love it. Yeah, I love it. That is some good business advice. So we all go through times when we are challenged in terms of staying the course in our business. We may feel like giving up. What has helped you when you've been in those spaces and places where you felt like giving up?
One of the things that I ask of my clients is create a circle of uplifting women, uplifting people that you are your go-tos, where when the days that you're drooping, you can give any one of them a call and they will remind you of your greatness. They will remind you of what you've done. And so have this fabulous circle of friends around you that only uplift you, right? We lift each other up. We're there for each other. That's powerful.
Yeah, it really is. And what's been your greatest single sale, dollar amount and circumstances?
Well,
your largest single sale.
When I was in corporate America, when I was making $265,000 a year, I had one sale. I don't even know the amount. It was something like $26 million, something like that.
Wow.
But my own personal business, I remember one week where I signed up 3 clients at $8,000 a piece. And it was like
24K week.
Yeah, it was a fun week.
Yeah, without question. Did you do something to celebrate?
I did. I took a bath and I pulled my oracle cards.
Self-care, yeah.
I journaled.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's so important to celebrate your wins, no matter how small. And what I've had to learn, this is kind of funny, what I've had to learn is how to celebrate my wins without it being tied to food.
Yes.
Yeah, food is my friend. And I just have to remind myself, food, you are not my friend. You know, I eat to live rather than live to eat.
So there was probably some chocolate in there too.
Yeah, absolutely. I was telling a friend of mine the other day, I found a new way to eat microwave popcorn. She was like, okay. And I said, I sprinkle some semi-sweet chocolate over it once it comes out.
Oh my goodness. Don't tell me that.
Why did I find out how to do that? Like, it is decadent. It is just so yummy. And I have to make sure I don't eat popcorn every day because that's the truth.
Yes.
You know, that's totally
it's really hard on your digestion.
So what's your greatest personal accomplishment outside of your business?
Oh, my greatest personal accomplishment. well, besides selling things,
which you're good at,
to help other people since I was 7, I have also been on a journey to realize who I am at a higher level, my higher self. So I have increased my intuition. I don't use the word very often, but increase my psychic abilities, because we all have them. And the more that I step into it and have the faith and own it, it increases again and it increases again. So I would have to say, you know, this personal development, spiritual growth, whatever you want to call it, you can call it intuitive abilities or psychic abilities, or you can just call it your own wisdom that you tap into from the greater part of you. And we do all have it. And I'm pretty proud that I have been a student of that since I was at a very young age.
Right. How do you actually use your psychic ability in your coaching, in your business?
I can't really say that I use it. I think it uses me.
Yeah.
But what I do is I create rituals, which I also talk about this in sales. I create rituals where I empty myself out. I set intentions. I set the stage so that I'm this channel and I allow the intuitive wisdom to come through me. So it's not so much about me going and grabbing it, but it's me getting myself out of the way, really, so that it just comes. Yeah. And I remember a time I was coaching a woman and we were hot and heavy and doing her pricing and her packages. And all of a sudden I heard, ask her about her laundry. And I'm like, are you kidding me? She's going to think I'm crazy. And I kept hearing it, you know, when I say hear it, all it is it's a little tiny thought that goes through your mind.
Sure.
And I said, okay, you're probably going to think I'm crazy, but you need to pay someone to do your laundry. And she said, what did you just say? And I went, oh God, here we go. She said she snuck upstairs while I was coaching her, and she was standing in her bedroom and she had a pile of laundry that almost went to the ceiling. And she was wondering, how is she going to ever get through all of this and grow her business? And the confirmation that I got was, you know, and that's what happens when, even though it's something sounds crazy, when you act on it, it goes up another notch. It goes up another notch. So it's all about, like you said, faith and trust. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. So we're going to come back in just a second with your parting thought, and you have a gift for everyone. Sound good?
I do. Yes. Sounds great.
Hi everyone, Wendy Y here, and I want to extend a personal invitation to you to join the Profitable Coaching Society. It's a growing community of more than 300 coaches, speakers, industry leaders, marketplace influencers, and emerging thought leaders who look, sound, and have businesses just like you. Over in the society, we are talking all things sales and marketing. We're talking personal development. We're talking professional development. And my goal in creating this community is to make sure you have a place where you can come and get sales and marketing support, coaching, tips, strategies, and you also have an opportunity to network with others in the community. So be sure to join me at profitablecoachingsociety.com. That's profitablecoachingsociety.com, and I'll see you over there. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Yo, people, what is up? This your boy, John Lawson, johnlawson.com, and you're tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. Go ahead right now, subscribe so that you're notified every time an episode goes live. I'm out of here for now, guys. Peace.
Hi, I'm Simon T. Bailey, and you are tuned into the Profitable Coaching Conversations with Wendy Y. Bailey. Listen, it's an amazing show. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel so you know when the next episode is coming your way.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Brian Oles from Black Speakers Network, and you know what time it is. You're tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversations Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. I want you to go ahead right now and like, comment, subscribe, and review right now so you get notified when the next episode goes live.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. We've been talking with Victoria Buckmann, who is a business intuitive, and she's created something called Sales Magic. We've been chatting about it quite a lot and what it means in terms of being mindful in your business as it relates to sales and your success there. So if there's one thought that you'd like to leave our audience with, Victoria, based on everything we've talked about, what is that?
The one thing that I would invite women to embrace is you are in sales. Whether you are in direct sales or you're a mom or you're a leader or you speak in church, if you're influencing people, if you're giving your ideas and insights to people, you are in sales. And the greatest shift that you can do for yourself is to replace the limiting belief that we have learned and inherited around sales. Because when you replace that with a new self-empowering perspective, when you change your perspective, you expand into a new vision of what you're capable of and who you're becoming. And that changes your whole entire life.
Yeah.
So
that's good stuff, Victoria. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. I know you have a gift for the audience. Can you tell us a little bit about it? We'll be sure to put the link in the show notes, but go ahead and tell everyone what it is.
I have a Sales Magic Manifesto, and it's just a very simple ebook, if you will, that helps you start that shift that we were just talking about, starts to create a mindset that opens up so much for you so that you become a part of a flow rather than working from struggle or hardship.
Yeah, I love it. Victoria, thank you so much for being here and being my guest.
Thank you, Wendy Y.
Awesome. So this has been another episode of Profitable Coaching Conversations. Be sure to join the after party at profitablecoachingsociety.com. I'm Wendy Y, and I'll see you next time for a brand new episode. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks so much for tuning into Profitable Coaching Conversations with Wendy Y. Bailey. Be sure to join us at the after party at www.profitablecoachingsociety.com. We'll see you next time for more sales and marketing wisdom and insight from Wendy Y. and her amazing guests. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you know when new episodes are posted.